What's up, YouTube? Good morning. I just want to talk about today. We're at the lot of the $1 million house, and I want to talk about what it takes to be able to do that. A lot of people struggle day to day, live paycheck to paycheck. So I just wanted to go through that process of how we've done that in roughly 7 years. So first of all, to explain how we did it, 2014 we moved back to Charlotte, and we bought a house that was, it's a, nothing super fancy, track home, slab on grade, um, 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, or 4.5, and we paid approximately 350,000 for it. And the market, you can say what you want to, but it's distorted. Now, whether that is a temporary distortion or whether that remains elevated, I personally think it's going to remain elevated because the input costs, continue to go up, and I don't see that going down drastically anytime soon. Lumber is a commodity. It's different when you're talking products. Windows are not going to go back down 50% from where they were. They're always going to be elevated. Um, so fast forward to last year, we bought a lot, this lot here, for $135,000, and we've been looking for 3 or 4 years now for something we want to build on. And this lot had a lot of things going for it: big trees, corner lot with no traffic. So we just felt like it was the right lot. It's over an acre, 1.1 acres. So we paid $135,000 for it, and we did that last year, independent of selling our house or anything like that. So we put around $40,000 on the lot. So we've paid that down to around 100. Let's call it 100 now. So initially, when we bought our house, we put around $20,000 down, which is not much. So we had a mortgage of like 338, and we put that on a 15-year loan over time. Excuse me. And paid that down some. We added some money to it to try to pay it off, and I think at the end we owed around 230. This past spring, we were watching houses in our neighborhood go up and up and up and up, and we watched this house that was going higher than anything had been listed for in the neighborhood. And me and my wife looked at each other and said, okay, if that house sells in a weekend, we're going to put ours for sale. It sold in a day. So at that price point, we were making, well, we sold our house for $635. So that's a $300,000 profit. And after, fees and whatnot, let's say total in our pocket, we put 350K in, right? So now, fast forward, the lot and the bill was appraised right at $1 million even, so it's $1 million house. That's around $160 a square foot. I don't necessarily agree with that price, but I'm okay with it because we don't have to pay taxes on it. But let's say $1 million. So, and keep in mind, we're self-building. I'm the GC. I did the design, the structural engineering. So it's completely self-built. Now, if you don't do that, you always have more fees and costs associated with it. But we've got, basically, at the end of the day, we have to write a check at closing for $138,000 out of that 350. So we've got around 200,000 left. So we get finished with the build, all in, we have about 950. So we've got 50,000 more in equity. The loan will be for 800. So we'll have 200,000 equity, 200,000 in cash. So that's 400,000. Okay. So $400,000 in cash equity, and we have a 7,500 square foot house. Now, as far as what that's worth, it's appraised at $1 million, but I feel like by the time we get it finished, it'll be more like 1.3 to 1.5. The reason I say that is there's a guy building 3 houses right now, and he's the one we bought the lot from for $900,000 is what he's asking for 3,500 square feet. And I've walked in it. It's not a very impressive house. So, if let's say we get 1.3, so now we'll have 700,000 equity, and so we've taken $20,000 in 7 years and put in pretty much, turn that into $700,000 by, it took some work. It takes some work, but and if you say 1.5 million, I mean, if you look around the area, we're in Charlotte, North Carolina, roughly, $1.5 million. This will be a much nicer house than $1.5 million. So you won't be able to build it for less than $1 million. I mean, it's not, again, prices are not going to go down. So, $1.5 million, if that's the case, 500 plus the 400 or the other 200 plus the 200 equity, right? So now you're at $900,000, and that's just in one piece of property. So we've got $1 million profit essentially in one property. And not to mention, if you have any retirement equity, cars, whatever, you're already a millionaire. So that's just one way to do it, but that's how we're doing it. And I'm here at the lot. The silt fence is up now, so I'm gonna get a car here and go talk about how you do a erosion control plan. See you.